All right, so Autosport is breaking the story that Mattia Binotto is being recruited to lead the F1 project at Audi. And to be honest, I think that this is a perfect signing for Audi. Look, the thing about Mattia is he's a terrible strategist, and he is not a guy who can get you to winning a World Drivers' Championship. As we saw with Charles Leclerc, one, he's unable to make decisive decisions that cost him at Monaco. He's unable to lay down the law when it comes to a number one and number two driver between Charles and Carlos Sainz, which cost Charles at Silverstone. Um, he's just not the guy who can get you to actually win a championship. The thing is though that Sauber are nowhere close to winning a championship. Like if they don't win a championship next year, they will not be the least bit upset. They are in a position where they're trying to break into the top four, right? Which right now is pretty clearly, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, and McLaren, right? They want to be in contention where they can win a race. If Sauber is able to win a race over the next 2 years, I think that they will be incredibly happy with that result, especially if it happens to be Nico Hulkenberg. But that's a different question. So, why do I think Mattia is a good team principal for them? Because Mattia, did build a fast car at Ferrari. Like, when it came to the actual, the thing that made his, like, issues so glaring for him is the fact that Ferrari had a rocket ship. That Charles Leclerc was in the fastest car back in 2022, clearly, and they still lost both the constructors and the drivers' championship. So, that fact, that Matteo Binotto is able to, yes, and granted, a lot of that is just existing Ferrari infrastructure. But you have to remember, Matteo Binotto has been a Ferrari for decades. There's videos of Michael Schumacher walking up to a young Matteo Binotto who's working on a car. This guy is an engineer. This guy does understand how to build a car. This guy is the type of team principal that you need to get you from worst to second. Can he get you from second to first? No, he's not that guy. Maybe as a head, as a technical director, as an Adrian Newey type person in an organization, maybe he'll be able to get you there. But as a team principal, no, he's not able to get you to the promised land. That being said, again, Sauber don't care about going to the promised land. Sauber care about being in the top three, top four, and especially with all the money that's coming from Audi, with Matteo Binotto, I think that they'll be able to get there. Maybe not next year, just because of the way that the spending cap works. They're not going to be able to actually do all the development in order to get to that point. I don't think, but I think by next year, if they're able to get an actual good team together, they could be a real contender. And by the way, Carlos Sainz is still looking for a seat. Carlos Sainz is a race winner, and Carlos Sainz is the only person who won a race back in 2023 who wasn't driving for Red Bull. So if they can have a Carlos Sainz, Nico Hulkenberg seat pairing with Matteo Binotto as their team principal, I think they could very easily get into the top three. I don't think that is an unrealistic expectation at all. Again, not next year, maybe not next year, but in 3 years, definitely I think, with Matteo Binotto. So this is a perfect, brilliant signing. I'm a huge fan of this. Great job. And if you're a fan of Sauber, I think you should be very happy and optimistic right now.